Welcome to a two-part video series on the Roman expansion into Germania, as well as the climactic Battle of Teutoburg Forest, featuring myself and Imperial Scribe. In this episode, I will be focusing on the events leading up to the Battle of Teutoburg Forest and the rise and fall of one of Rome's greatest explorers. With his victory over Mark Antony, the now Emperor Augustus begins to consolidate his rule over the new Roman Empire. Seeing another opportunity to break free of Rome, the Gauls rise up, helped by the smuggling of weapons from Germania across the Rhine. Augustus sends Agrippa, who is an experienced general, to deal with this uprising. Agrippa wasted no time, quickly and decisively ending the rebellion. With the pacification of Gaul, Agrippa made improvements to the province's road network and constructed several forts along the Rhine, thus increasing the Roman presence in the region. However, this increased presence did not go unnoticed by the Germans, who in either 17 or 16 BC captured a few Roman soldiers on the east of the Rhine. The Germans quickly executed the Roman intruders and began an invasion into the Roman territories on the other side of the Rhine. Once there, they attacked a Roman cavalry unit and unexpectedly came across the Roman 5th. These Germans quickly overpowered the 5th and, to add insult to injury, captured the legion's eagle standard. Augustus quickly arrived at the scene and pushed the invading Germans back across the Rhine, forcing the invaders to sue for peace. Augustus quickly set to work, planning that Rome's next expansion would be into Germania. As part of the plan, Augustus would use Gaul as a springboard into Germania. Augustus also began to establish mints in the province, as well as organising a census for collecting the taxes necessary for the invasion into Germania. He then left Gaul, leaving the province in the capable hand of his stepson, Drusus. Drusus quickly had a number of problems to deal with, one of which was another uprising in Gaul. This time it was a result of the Roman taxation set in place by Augustus. Drusus spent most of the following year to conduct reconnaissance, dealing with supply and communication problems, as well as constructing several forts along the Rhine. After construction of the forts had finished, Drusus managed to gain an alliance with the local Germans in preparation for military action into Germania. In the spring of 12 BC, Drusus embarked towards Germania, making use of the canals he had built. Drusus sailed to the mouth of the Ems and penetrated into the territory that is present-day Lower Saxony. The tribes there quickly conducted a treaty acknowledging Roman supremacy and becoming allies to the invaders. As Drusus sailed further down the Ems, the Romans were attacked by another German tribe, defeating them but significantly delaying the Romans. As a result, Drusus turned back to winter in Gaul. This expedition caused huge excitement in Rome, with Drusus being featured on coins. Drusus, however, was eager to get back to the German border. This time he assembled a force consisting mostly of 5 legions, with the addition of auxiliaries. He set out on another military campaign, defeating 2 German tribes in 2 separate engagements. As winter approached, Drusus again turned back, slowly making his way across Germania back to Gaul. However, during his campaigns, Drusus had made an enemy of the Sugambri. The Sugambri had been campaigning against another tribe and thus had not bothered with the Romans. Now, the Sugambri turned back towards the retreating Romans. Marching into a narrow, wooded pass, Drusus and his legions slowly and cautiously continued their march towards Gaul. As they marched, the Sugambri appeared and began to harass the retreating Romans. Still, the march continued, eventually reaching an even smaller, narrower, wooded pass. Suddenly, Sugambri appeared, trapping the Romans in the narrow pass, in a somewhat random ambush. Drusus quickly found himself engaged with the attacking Germans, with the outer formation Romans quickly sustaining high casualties in the initial ambush. Drusus quickly organised his lines, with Roman discipline quickly kicking in. The attacking Sugambri were then introduced to the Roman form of close quarters combat and sustained heavy casualties. This, together with the Germans not really having a plan after they had ambushed the Romans, quickly resulted in legions breaking through the German lines. With the Germans introduced to the Roman gladius, Chambray quickly resorted back to a more cautious position, keeping their distance from the Roman column as Drusus retreated back towards Gaul. With this victory, Drusus's popularity in Rome exploded, with him easily winning the election to the consulship in 9 BC. Drusus, however, did not waste time in Rome, quickly returning back to the Germanic frontier to conduct another exhibition. However, on his return home, Drusus fell from his horse. Now, although severely injured, Drusus managed to get word to his brother Tiberius to join him. One of the last letters Tiberius received from his brother was Drusus complaining about how Augustus was ruling the empire. Drusus eventually died from his wounds, with his family being given the title Germanicus. With Drusus's death, Tiberius took over the command of the Roman invasion into Germania, largely securing a huge sway of land by 6 AD. Thank you for watching and listening. Be sure to check out Imperial Scribe's video on the Battle of Teutoburg Forest in the link in the description or in the clickable link here. All sources are listed and linked in the description below. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. I've been the Ancient History Guy, and as always, I'll be seeing you later.